Hello, and today I'm going to look at another way of collecting movie memorabilia, slasher movie memorabilia, which is actually very, very cheap and cost effective, and that is actually collecting Mexican lobby cards. You can get many of these with fantastic artworks. Now, this is, for instance, this one here is for Superstition, and I think they're roughly around about $5–6 off eBay, so it's a fantastic and easy way to get slasher movie memorabilia relatively cheaply. So this is some of the slasher movie stuff that I've got. This is kind of part one. Look at some of the other ones. This is the Mexican movie poster, kind of come lobby card for Alone in the Dark, which uses the classic axe artwork, which is used on the American one sheet. Here, some of the stuff that was in Teenage Wasteland. This is a boobtastic shot from Curtains, as you can see. Here we get some fantastic artwork. Look at this artwork for Bloody Birthday, 1980s Bloody Birthday. Oops, one underneath here. X-Ray. Here's X-Ray, or aka Hospital Massacre. Again, some fantastic colour artwork and some very, very nice stuff. Now, this one, can you guess what that is? That is the Frankie Avalon slasher Blood Song, where Frankie Avalon plays a killer who plays a flute and is psychic. And there's our friend Leslie Donaldson in Cries of the Night, aka Funeral Home. Great, fantastic artwork. Maniac, the Spanish or Mexican for what everything a maniac stands for. Then we've got some slightly older one here. This is Horror House, which is another Frankie Avalon film, which is a great proto-slasher. Some more, another proto-slasher to some degree anyway. It's Joan Collins in the, which one is it, Tales from the Crypt? Here's The Demon, which is the South African slasher, which has got Cameron Mitchell, and infamously features boobs disco. Then we have the Australian slasher Nightmares. Then this is Absurd, the Italian sort of Halloween 2 ripoff. The Dark Ride. Again, fantastic artwork for that. Incubus. Now, this is a film I'm going to be covering on the podcast very, very soon. But this has got, again, fantastic artwork for thing. Now, interestingly, actually, with a lot of these Mexican lobby cards, it uses a lot of the images which you get to see in thing. Now, this image was actually used on one of the American one sheets, not the most famous one. But again, strangely with Mexican lobby cards, they use images which aren't in the film, such as that one, which looks like it's from some medieval torture film. Mexican lobby card for Slaughter High. Again, some fantastic artwork in there. And another one for Slaughter High, and this is my favourite artwork. It was used on the British VHS cover, released from Vestron. And here we've got a very bloody still from The Initiation. Plus, what have we got here? A Mexican lobby card come poster for Phobia, John Huston's Phobia, which is kind of a pretty dull slash movie with a great premise. Didn't live up to its premise, unfortunately. More Slaughter High with the old axe in the face and the Jason ripoff there. Now, this is it shows what kind of films. Now, a film like Home Sweet Home didn't get a release to American theatres, but obviously did to Mexican theatres. Body Count, again, that's the image that you used on Teenage Wasteland and the upcoming American release of it as the slasher movie book. Fade to Black, the infamous, very sad Linda Kerridge, who was the Marilyn Monroe lookalike, who died, I think, relatively soon after making Fade to Black. Again, some more of that one. This is actually one of my favourite Mexican slasher movies, Don't Panic, which is brilliant and got a great gory scene from it. Fantastic, good fun, very, very cheesy. Here we've got a Mexican poster for The Burning as El Maniatico, which, forgive my pronunciation there, it's obviously not my first language. Then we have New Year's Evil, again some great images there from New Year's Evil. More from New Year's Evil. Now this, if you can guess what this one is, this was actually the Australian slasher, or semi-slasher or would-be slasher, called Snapshot, which was released to American theatres and American video as the day after Halloween, which obviously had nothing to do with Halloween. Mexican lobby card for He Knows You're Alone. Now, these are some of my favourite ones, actually. These are the Mexican lobby cards for The Prey, which got some fantastic artwork. Look, there's the killer's hands. Very, very cheesy painting there. I just love these lobby cards so much. I'd love to get them framed actually at some point. Now this is probably my favourite one. Here's the Killer, played by Carl Strucken, who is killing the Ranger, whose name escapes me, which it shouldn't do, but it does. That's a great piece. Is another fantastic Mexican slasher. If you've not seen some of the Mexican slashers, they're really good fun, the 80s ones and early 90s ones. I think this is out on DVD in America if you look for that title. Some More Cries in the Night, Funeral Home. Then we have got Graduation Day as Collegio Infernal, and again some great images from the film. This is one of my favourite shots, scenes from The Slayer, where she wakes up and finds her husband's severed head in the bed next to her. Again, yes, that's Graduation Day. Another one from Graduation Day is Linnea Quigley getting them out. Again, using the classic artwork. Here again, some very rare pictures. You don't get to see these pictures. Obviously, they were taken and used, but you don't get to see them very often. Then Eyes of a Stranger, Jennifer and Jason Leigh in a pensive pose in Eyes of a Stranger. A very, very boring shot from The Initiation, but again, an interesting variation. This is from Lamberto's You Will Die at Midnight, I think it is. His very entertaining and cheesy late 80s slasher. Now, that's just part one of the Mexican lobby cards. I've got a lot more of them, but I just thought you might get a kick out of seeing them.